My name is Lucas. I work here in the Student Development Office, and I actually have the fortune of being the advisor to the 1,000 plus student committee. And I guess I just want to welcome everybody to 1,000 plus. If you haven't done this before, get ready for an awesome day of making an impact in the Pittsburgh community.
Service is definitely something that is selfless. It brings out the passion in you. It brings out a completely different side. And it's making an impact, it's making a difference, whether that be through providing a child with clean drinking water for 40 days, or empowering a fellow student to research fair trade coffee vendors on their own.
It's just something I think that's in a lot of people. And you kind of have this itch inside you. You're like, I want to help. You see people around Pittsburgh, and you see less fortunate people, and you see things that need to be done. And it's all about making the world a better place around you. And it's about making something that you're around every day, making that yours. Last year, I was, a 19-year-old kid, and me and my friends put together a huge fundraiser for Pittsburgh Cares, which is a local organization that pretty much organizes and funds community service in the Pittsburgh area. And I'm from Pittsburgh, so I love to see things like this happen. And I was really honored to be able to help put together a fundraiser we called Cow on the Cut. So the idea was we painted a big grid out in front of out on the CFA lawn, and people bought the rights to all the squares, and we had a guy bring a cow. And wherever the cow pooped, whoever owned that square won a laptop computer. But we raised over $2,000 to give to Pittsburgh Cares. And Pittsburgh Cares is actually the people who put together 1,000 plus.
I think service is a very empowering experience just because you are able to apply your knowledge. You're here at Carnegie Mellon learning so much, and you're here learning about all this theoretical stuff, applying doing math and calculus, and also all these econ stuff. But doing service is an outlet for me to just apply those knowledges in different aspects.
I had the fortune of learning about service learning, which I had no clue what that was when I first started taking coursework. And the idea that you can actually take what you know in the classroom, apply that in a service setting, blew my mind.
Yeah, a lot of recruiters often mention that we are so soaked into our books and studying, but really what service offers us, especially as college students, is applying what we learn in the classrooms and really, not taking for granted, us however many hours that we study every day, not taking that for granted and passing that on to, it could be kids, it could be adults, anyone, the information that we learn in school.
I love seeing that moment when people switch from doing it for the hours to doing it for the world and for themselves, because it makes you feel good too. When you're doing something that's putting a smile on someone else's face or bettering the world in some way, it makes you feel good.
So in high school, community service was one of those things where you had to do 120 hours or you didn't graduate. So everybody was obligated to do these 120 hours. And you did whatever. You worked at the concession stand at a local baseball game, and they gave you twice as many hours as you actually worked. But that's not really what service is about, It's not an obligation. It should be something you look forward to and something you want to do. And I think last year when I was in Lambda Sigma, this really was impressed on me. I found out service is about helping others. It's about making where you are yours and taking a bigger interest in it outside what can it do for me.
You see the impact of what you have done, and sometimes it's direct, sometimes it's indirect, but it's very self-fulfilling to know that you've made a difference in the life of someone else. And to be involved in that as a team with fellow students and to be enthusiastic and pepped up and to do something that's not just for yourself, but using your skills to help someone else, that's a very enriching experience.
1,000 Plus really gets you involved in the community and lets you be aware of all the service opportunities that are out there, and that's our goal as an organization. So it's more than just what you put on your resume. It's something that you carry with you for the rest of your life. And when you look back on all your college experiences, this will definitely be something that you remember.
I think you really need to focus on the fact that you're giving back because you want to. So after a certain point, you know, it doesn't become about just having something that you can say, well, I did this because I needed to add this to my resume. Like, I joined Lambda Sigma because it looks good on my resume. It's more of like, I joined Lambda Sigma because here are 50 other people who really want to go out to Pittsburgh and give back to the community, and I want to do that too.
Get excited and have fun and enjoy it. And don't see it as just a, you know, okay, I'm going to do service today and there's my service quota for the year. Or don't see it as, well, you know, I'm going to go do this really neat cleanup event, so I'm going to pick up some trash and that's all I'm doing. Think about it. Think about what you're doing and think about why it matters, because it truly, truly does. You're doing something really neat today. Tell people about it. Like, make it matter.
And really, community service is more than just an obligation. It's something you should love to do.
Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, be passionate about what you really want to do, reflect on what you want to get out of the experience, and most importantly, don't be afraid to get your feet wet.
This is a unique opportunity that you don't see a lot. You don't see a lot of schools doing this, and this is the first time I've seen something like this, and I think it's just the greatest thing. Go out there, have fun, meet a ton of people, laugh a lot, and do some work and make some other people smile, help some other people out. You're doing a great thing, a really, really great thing. And it's amazing that you can have a ton of fun while you're doing it, so do that.
The 1000 Plus Board would like to thank Pittsburgh Cares, the Student Development Office, Student Activities, CMU TV, AB Tech, Media Tech, Lucas, Marcia, Alexa, Josh and Sid, and all of you.